एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद। तन तन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहब महाराज, तन गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी हजूर, कमाल करामात कायम करीम, रजा बख्श राजक रिहा को रहीम, अमा बख्शो बख्शन देव दस्तगीर, रजा बख्श रोजी देहो दिल पजीर, शहनशाह खूबी देहो रहनमू के बेगूनो बेचूनो चूबे नमू, न साजो न बाजो न फौजो न फर्श, खुदावंद बख्शन दे शर्श। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। We are visiting the Bani of Anand, and now we have traversed 35 Pauris. Pauri literally meaning steps of this Bani. The Bani of Anand is revealed by Guru Amardas at Govindwal. This Bani relates to the search of the human mind for happiness. And it defines this happiness, it defines the conditions for absolute happiness, where there is no reason for happiness, but this is a state of being. And that Guru calls Anand. Anand, which has no opposite. When we seek happiness in the changing world, the thinking mind, the ego mind, the creation as we know it in the physical world, their happiness is not absolute. It lives with the condition, and that is the reason this happiness eludes us and is only with us temporarily. It is transient, it is changing, and it's not forever. It is temporary. So happiness in this world, in the physical world, lives with unhappiness, with sorrow. This was known to the human psychology right from the times of the Greeks. There is a very nice dialogue between Socrates and Crato called Phaedrus, which is at the last day of when Socrates was living, and he was to take poison the next day in the morning. Crato meets him and asks him to run away from the jail at night, and a dialogue happens between Crato and Socrates on why Socrates does not want to run away. In that, Socrates explains to Crato that we are not aware, or that he is not aware of the real world. We are, and he, Crato, is aware of the changing world, the paradigm of the changing world where unhappiness and sorrow live together. So we do not know the absolute existence of happiness. He explains that happiness and sorrow are like two friends who have fought, and that God has tied their feet together. So when we are with happiness, sorrow lives very close by. And that is the paradigm of our life. That is the nature of our life, how we live. This is the one reason why the human race, seeking happiness in the physical world, is chasing mirages, is not able to understand or live that happiness which it is seeking. And we are all seeking happiness. We are wanting it forever. This lies at the core of our existence. Gurbani says, Sukh dukh doye dar kapde, pehre jai manuk. Happiness and sorrow are the clothes we wear, like the clothes we wear. We will wear one, the other we will wear after we change it. So they are like two clothes we wear, one after the other. Basically saying we live through these conditions, either happiness or sorrow. Sukh ko mange sabko, dukh na mange koi. Sukhe ko dukh agla, manmukh booj na hoye. Everybody asks for happiness. Nobody asks for sorrow, pain. We elude, we do not want unhappiness and pain. But Maharaj says, Sukhe ko dukh agla. One who is happy today will tomorrow be unhappy. This is the nature of human existence, nature of life as we know it. So, this is a super psychology, so to say. But all this eludes us. Everybody says and talks about this, but nobody knows this Anand. There are very few who have experienced this state of Anand. And Guru Amardas defines that. In fact, Gurbani defines the Guru on the basis of revelation of Anand. Jis miliye man hoye Anand, so Satgur kahiye. So Guru's definition, meeting the Guru and the Sikh, the core of that defining energy is Anand. When we meet Guru, and by meeting we have to define meeting, not a physical meeting. Where the minds have become one, that is the only meeting possible. Where there is no two minds, there is only one mind. Antaratme jo mile. When the souls have met, when the man has become one, Antaratme jo mile, milya kahiye soi. Guru says that is where the meeting is happening. And this meeting is absolute. It does not then lead to separation. This experience of the Atma is where the Sikh and the Guru meet. And this is the reason why there is a dichotomy and a misunderstanding amongst ourselves, and we live in imagination. Because the meeting of the Guru and the Sikh is of the spirit, of the man at its core, at its mood. But we do not experience that. And there are reasons for why we are not able to have this meeting between the Guru and Sikh. It's because the Sikh is not ready to meet, not ready to give up his ego or her ego. We want to have our cake and eat it too. We want to maintain our ego while we say we want to meet the Guru, and that does not happen. Home name naal birod hai, doye na bas ek tha. Either you will be or Guru will be. The ego will be dropped, then the meeting will happen. Antaratme jo mile, milya kahiye soi. When the meeting between the Sikh and Guru happens, there is a meeting of the soul, the spirit, the Atma, the Mool Man. But this meeting is very rare. We are very unprepared for this meeting. But when this meeting happens, there the miracle of life happens. Thirkar baiso Arjan Pyare. This is the Thirkar where the Sikh and the Guru meet. Satgur tumre kaaj savare, where all our issues are sorted out. Everything is resolved. Tuk dam karari jo karo hazir hazur khudai. When the mind becomes stable, one mind, it is moved away from duality, from happiness and sorrow, rich, poor, good, bad, high, low. All the divisiveness have gone and only one remains, Ik Omkar Satnam. There the meeting happens. There the mind is now resolved its issues. Nothing remains unresolved. So the wandering also ceases. The seeking ceases because whatever he or she wanted or wants has already got it. So they don't wander anymore. Maharaj, when he talks about this happiness, this Anand, he gives us the conditions for this Anand. He gives us how we prepare for it. How this Anand is exposed to us, how we meet the Guru. So the Guru says, Anand paya meri mai, Satguru mein paya. When there is a meeting between the Sikh and the Guru, the Sikh is full of Anand. He has become the same mind as the Guru. This Pauri, this Bani has 40 Pauris. Govindwal Sahib, where Anand Sahib was revealed, I think this may be the only Bani in the whole world which discusses, brings forth, explains the source mind, happiness of the source mind, and the human's futility of seeking happiness. How it is futile that we seek this happiness in the changing paradigm. And we assume that we will get it. So Maharaj says that this Anand has its conditions of meeting the Guru. And how does this Anand impact us? This Anand will happen in our mind, in our inner mind, in our source mind. This is the source of the human life. Live chutki lagi trishna. Where the live is connected, the mind has become one with the Guru. So this mind, where the psychology of the human soul is revealed, super psychology, is beyond imagination. So when we imagine, we ask, where is God? And we try and imagine God is everywhere. Because we know Guru Nanak Sahib has said, Ek Omkar, He is everywhere. But this revelation is not imagination. Guru lives the reality of the existence of the Creator and lives with the Creator, present everywhere, all the time. Bahar Pitar ek ho jane. Doesn't imagine it, he lives it. So for the Guru's vision, Guru's perception, Guru's experience of life becomes Vismad. In Asa Divar, there is a whole Pauri dedicated to Vismad, and how all creation is Vismad. How celebration is happening in every part of creation, where happiness lives at the core of human experience, at the core of creation itself, and the Creator and its creation are unseparated. Karta Purukh. They cannot be two, because then there will be duality. There is only one, the Creator. Sab Gobind hai. Sab Gobind hai. Gobind bin nahi koi. Bhagat Namdev said everywhere there is Creator, there is Gobind. Gobind bin nahi koi. But we do not see this. This is the main conflict of the human mind. That it has within itself something which it cannot perceive through its ego mind. We have a view of the world, and we need a certain telescope to see it. We cannot see it with these eyes. With these eyes we can see physical life, we can see physical creation, we can see our day-to-day dimension, three-dimension world. But what lies unchanging in this world, which Guru calls the Creator Himself, Ek Omkar Satnam, we cannot perceive, see, know, because our mind's dimensions fail us. We live our whole life through the sense mind. Hear, touch, feel, see. This is the man in this outward perception. The mind is connected to the physical world through the senses, through the physical body. But what happens to the man when there is no body? जब ए हृदय देह न होती तब मन कोठे रहता. When there is no physical body to harbor the mind, to fix the mind's perception, to give a dimension to the mind in the physical world, the body is a must. Guru Maharaj has explained in Anand Sahib itself how the life in the womb and the life of Maya outside is the same. And how when we disconnect from our Creator source, live chutki, we have broken away from our source, and then we have connected to the physical. Lagi Trishna and desire, hunger, wandering becomes our dominating, defining energy. Maya Amar Vartaya. And the stamp of Maya, the stamp of the changing world, of the illusionary world, which is transient, temporary, becomes our reality. And we have a conflict, because that is not absolute reality. And we live it as though it is absolute reality. We all live life. We all know we will die. But none of us every day get up and think we will die. We have to put death aside to live. We have a necessary illusion we all live, and we will not die. Otherwise it's difficult to live the day. The story of Baba Buddha, who was a young, small child, met Guru Nanak, and there this issue arose. When he said, I also will die, and I am small, so I may die faster. My death is closer than others. There the conflict arose in the mind, and he could not rest. He could not find peace. He could not find the answers to life's solution, to problems. And he approached Guru Nanak Maharaj. And Maharaj says, you are a young boy, merely few years, and you are talking like a Buddha, like an old man, like a wise one. That's where the name Baba Buddha comes. And Baba Buddha became a Brahmgyani. He got the vision through Guru Nanak. He anointed six gurus till Guru Hargobind Sahib Maharaj. And his life by itself is a lovely narration of Brahmgyan, of spirituality, of Aatamras, of life. In Govindwal also, Baba Buddha is present, and all this is happening. What I'm trying to say is that our perception of life is on the physical senses, and the physical senses are connected to the man, and that is how we know life. And that is our reality. So we see that in the West, all science is built up on observation, on seeing, feeling, knowing, and every presence has to be defined through the senses. But the senses fail us when it comes to the experience of the human source mind, the mool. मन तो ज्योत स्वरूप है, अपना मूल पहचान. There these senses have to be introverted. Where Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, when he talks about finding the Creator, काहे रे बन को जन जाई, सर्वनिवासी सदा अलेपा तोहे संग समाई. He says the Creator is living with you. Why are you going to the forest to seek Him? Why are you going to the forest to find the Creator? He lives with you. तोहे संग समाई. पुहप मत जो बास बसत है, मुकर माए जैसे छाई. Like the smell lives in the flower. Like there is a reflection in the mirror. The mirror is a good simile to explain the mind, because the mind has no real reality, fixed reality. It is defined by the mirror, by whatever we put into it. तैसे ही हर बसे निरंतर. Just like that, the Creator lives with us. And the question to be asked is, Maharaj, I have never seen the Creator. I don't feel Him. I don't know Him or her. Whoever this energy of creation of my source mind, I have never known. But that is the Sikhi of life. That is Sikhism. That is the meeting between the Guru and the Sikh. This revelation happens, that our source mind is revealed to us and we meet our Creator. Like a person goes and travels to Gangotri, Gaumukh, where the source of the river is. Like that our mind travels to its own source. Where are we coming from? Kahan te aave? Kahan hai jaave? Kahan hai rahe samai? Where does he come from? Where does he go? Where does he find rest and peace? Then Maharaj says something very intense. पुहप मत जो बास बसत है, मुकर माए जैसे छाई, तैसे ही हर बसे निरंतर. Just like that, the Creator is continuously with us, continuously, uninterrupted, Nirantar. That is Ek Omkar, who is forever, never changing, always present. Kat hi khojo pai. Seek this reality within yourself. Go inside your mind. Kat hi khojo. Go within and seek. And then he says in one of the lines, Maharaj says, Jan Nanak bina pachine. Without knowing your inner reality, Maharaj says, without knowing our inner self, what lies within our man, bin apachine, mite na pram ki kai. The doubt, deceit, illusion will not go away till we know what we live with, what is within us. What is within us is Anand. This is what Guru Amar Das is revealing. We have traversed 36 bodies, Maharaj. And these two bodies are relating to this perception. Our perception of human life and the reality, the source mind. What is the difference, the conflict? Guru is addressing these two through our sense mind, explaining to us through our sensual experiences of life, of seeing and hearing. In one body he talks about the eyes, netro meryo. Netro meryo. Maharaj, what do we see through? We must know this. How do we see? How do we hear? Because in the other he talks about Sravno meryo. These are two curtains of life which we have. Seeing, listening. He's addressing these two. But then I will ask this question, how do we see? If someone says we see through the eyes, then I will say, no, we don't see through the eyes. Why do I say that? Because suppose we are doing something and our attention is not at that moment present, we will not see what our eyes are seeing. We can have someone walk by us and say, you did not see me, I walked past you. And I will say, I was sorry, my mind was not present. I was thinking something else. So we see through our presence, through the mind which is present. So here Guru Arjan Sahib Maharaj gives us this condition of seeing the source mind. He says, Savdhan ekagrachit. Be attention, be present, alert. Prabh ki ustat karo sant meet. Talk about, reveal the Creator, Prabh ki ustat karo. Talk about the presence of the Creator. Celebrate that, ustat karo. Savdhan. Be alert, be present, ekagrachit, and one mind. Don't be divisive mind, because the divisive mind creates happiness and sorrow both. Maulana Rumi says, between good and bad, beyond good and bad there is a garden. Meet me there. Beyond the divisiveness of life, there is a oneness of creation, Ek Omkar, Satnam. That is the vision we are seeking. Where this conflict goes away, Jan Nanak bina pachine. When we know what lies in our source mind, this conflict will go away because the reality changes. What we are assuming to be life, the physical life, gets replaced by the vision of the presence of the Creator. Nirantar, the energy with us always. That's why we cannot see what the Guru is seeing. The Guru is seeing Vismad, celebration everywhere, but we don't see it. Because our source mind is not known to us. We live the sense mind, and we have not learned that that methodology of going within ourselves, naturally we flow outward. Maharaj says, Amrit Shad Bikhe Bikhaye, Antar Basena. He does not go within himself. Antar Basena. Bahar Jai. Goes to the physical world, always. Amrit Shad Bikhe Bikhaye. Leaves the Amrit of life, leaves the Anand of life, leaves the timeless part of life and eats poison, bik. That is our nature, our core nature, because that's the only life we know. We haven't yet met the Guru in the man. We haven't yet have that experience, antar atme, jo mile. We haven't met the Guru in our soul, in our spirit. For that we have to give up the ego. We have to have this flexibility to be able to drop the ego. Antaratme jo mile, milya kahiye soi. That's the reason Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj says that those Aatamras je janiye, this ras of the meeting the Atma of the spirit, that's the Anand of life. Aatamras, this is Maharaj says Aatamras. Jai janiye. So hai Khalas Dev. He says this is the Khalsa and he is a Devta. He is not human. He is superhuman. Prabh mein, moh mein, tas mein. Between him, me and the Creator, there is no difference. Prabh mein, moh mein, tas mein, ranchak nahi na ped. Come, let us first visit these two bodies. We will first go through the 36th and then the 37th body. And we meet Guru Amardas, the aged Guru at Govindwal, where Guru Amardas, Guru Ramdas and Guru Arjan Sahib, all three are connected to Govindwal. It is the place where the launching of the Sikh psyche happens to, and then the next place is Harmandir Sahib, where Guru Amardas has told Guru Ramdas to go and reveal this place. He buys this land where there is a pond, and then the whole story moves to Harmandir Sahib from Govindwal. Hanji Maharaj, Ranjit Kaur ji.
हर बिनावर ना देखो कोई एक संसार तुम देख दे हर का रूप है हर रूप नहीं आया गुर बरसाती बुझिया जा देखा हर एक है हर बिनावर ना कहे नानक सतगुर मिले देव दृष्ट हुए हे नेत्रों मेरियो और तुम में जोत भरी हर दिन और ना देखो कोई हर दिन और ना देखो कोई गति हर दिहा एक संसार देख यो हर का रूप है हर रूप नहीं आया बरसाती बुझिया जा देखा हर एक है हर बिना कोई कहे नानक नेत्र अंध से सतगुर मिले दिव्य दृष्ट होगी वाची
एक बार और पढ़ दो।
हे मित्रों मेरे हर सुख में जोत बनी हर हर बिन अवर न देखो, हर बिन अवर न देखो कोई, नगरी हर निहालिया। ये वे संसार तुम देख दे, यो हर का रूप है, हर रूप नगरी आया। बरसाती मुझिया जावे खाओ हर एक है, हर बिन अवर न कोई। कहे नानक नेत्र अंत से सतगुर मिलिए, दिव्य होए। वाहिगुरु जी।
Thank you, Ji. Maharaj is addressing our perceptive senses, seeing. And the reason he has to say this is because our perception of what we see and what he sees is dimensionally completely opposite. Otherwise, there was no need for him to say this. If we are seeing that one creator everywhere, then why would someone say, see him everywhere? See that he or she, that energy is everywhere. He doesn't need to say it because we see it also. The reason Maharaj is saying this is because in our senses of seeing, we are not seeing the Creator. And that is how our life is defined, in darkness, so to say. We don't know this reality of life where the Creator is everywhere. Sometimes when I say this, there is a loss of understanding of what I am trying to say. When I say Guru Gobind Singh Sahib is everywhere, some people find it difficult to understand what I am saying, and they actually don't trust what I say. But that is the reality. Guru is everywhere. There is no place in all creation where Guru is not, because Guru is Samaya. There are the two paradigms. One is merged with the Creator, Samagaya. Kahan te aave, kahan hai jave. And the other is the wandering paradigm. I am constantly wandering, seeking rest, seeking peace, seeking Anand, constantly wandering and at a loss, elusive. Kya paviye sach sucha hoye. Where are you wandering, he says. Become truth and you will experience the truth. Saat shabad bin mukt na koi. Without the shabad, this experience of life eludes us. So Maharaj knows that we are in darkness. We don't see the reality of life. We don't see the creators everywhere. That is why we live the way we live. We say we believe there is God, but we don't know God. Guru Bhagat Kabir in one of his Shabad says, Tuk dam karari jo karo. For one moment become stable mind. This is important to understand because we have not been able to connect the stability of the mind, the oneness of the mind to the experience of the Atma. And they are so deeply connected. Tuk dam karari jo karo. It says for 1 minute, stabilize the mind. Make it non-moving mind. Chalte ho, man rakhe. Redefine the nature of the mind from the moving mind to the non-moving mind. There is no thought in that mind. Chalte ho, man rakhe. Amrit chakhe. And the Amrit, the Anand, the timeless experience of life is revealed to you. Tukdam karari jo karo, hazir, hazur, present. Right before you, the Creator is present, Khudai. And he says, just like Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib says, Kati khojo pai, bande khoj dil har roz. Seek your mind within you, go within. The Sufis call it the 11th direction. Bande khoj dil har roz. We have divided all of our lives into acid. Everything is divisive, everything is demarcated, and we are fighting over you and me and high and low. And this whole perception of creating religion as an experience of meeting the Creator, we have completely done away with that whole idea of meeting our Creator and started defining my religion, your religion. Divided life, divided to the point where we are ready to kill, ready to make the other person starve. Mercilessly in Gaza today, children are being starved of food. By what logic? By what logic are we ready to kill the others? Because in everyone which we do, we kill ourselves. A part of ourselves goes. Everywhere we are a part, connected. Bani Adam Mazai Rak Zigarant. There is a nice poem of Sheikh Sadi Shirazi, that all life is connected. Bani Adam Azai Rak Digarand. Every part of creation is connected. Every human being is connected to the other. And he says in that, if you have not felt the pain of the other, you are devoid of being called a human. So we have divided everything. What does Guru Maharaj say? Ai Panthi Sagal Jamaati. Sagal Jamaat. The whole creation is my family, Meri Jamaat. Man Jeete Jag Jeet. We have fallen to the level where we don't know our man also. We don't know religion. We claim to know. We have found these external paradigms and left it at that. And we don't know our mind. We don't seek that. We don't want it. We are ready to fight over these issues. And power and money have become our defining energy, where one religion fights the other and wants to be superior to the other. Do you think the Creator has this booklet where he's marking everyone and he's saying this number one religion, number two? What a stupid way of looking at religion, of spirituality, of life. That is the reason today in most of human life, there is a very high perception of people who do not call themselves religious. They call themselves spiritualists. They don't participate in any religion. That is the fastest growing part of spiritual endeavor. Today in the US, in Europe, in world over, they have given away this outward identity of religion. Because we hold on to this outward identity and we fight over it. We raise conflicts. Guru Nanak Sahib Maharaj says that by only these external methodologies, what religion are you trying to follow? Nanak Sache Naam Bin Kya Tikka Kya Tag. Without the real name of the Creator, the love and anand of meeting the Creator, what is this outward symbols going to do for you? Kya tikka, kya tag. Today we do the same thing in Sikhism also. We hold on to these symbols. And then we think we know, but we don't know. We don't know the Creator. We have never met the Creator. And we will on likelihood never meet the Creator. Because our direction of life is not in that. That needs a lot of commitment. It needs a lot of strength. It needs a lot of changing within ourselves. Man jeete, jag jeet. Man beche Satgur ke paas. Where we are ready to give up our conditioned mind. Man beche. Till then we will never meet the Guru. We will imagine. We will imagine that Creator is everywhere, but this is not about imagination. This is the reality. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib is everywhere. Right now, if we have that experience, we can feel the presence. But this is also to do with certain conditions, which we have traverse now in these 36 paudis. Guru Amardas Maharaj has given us many conditions. And in one Shabad, I remember, he says that this experience is the coming of 4 conditions. One, the Thirman, stable mind. Guru Nanak Sahib Maharaj, Aaron Mat, stable mind, one mind. Ved Hathyar, Ved is the Shabad. So Maharaj says the first condition, stable mind. Shabad, the ability to give up the ego and the presence of Gur Prasad. These 4 come together, and then the revelation of life happens, and the wandering ceases. The Bismad descends on us, and we know our inner self to be different from whatever we imagined it to be. Maharaj says, "Hey netro meryo har tum mein jyot tari." He has to tell us, because we don't know this. There is an energy of the Creator present with us in all our senses, in the physical body, in the Atma, everywhere there is a Creator. Nowhere there is no Creator. And good question to be asked, and then why is there pain? Why is there pain if Creator is everywhere? By Nandlal Goa, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib's quote. In his Masnavi, there is this one question, Gam che bashat. What is the reason for sorrow, for pain? Gam. What is the reason? He says, Gaflat az yaad khuda, forgetting your Creator, not knowing your source mind is the reason for your pain. Kit kit bid, jagupje purkha. How does the life come about, Maharaj? How does creation come about? Kit kit bid, jagupje. How does the creation happen? Kit kit dukh binas jai. How does pain go away? The core questions which we are unconsciously, this is what we are seeking. We don't verbalize it, we don't crystallize this thought, but this is what our reality is. We seek our source, and we seek no pain, we seek happiness, Anand. Kit kit bid jakupje purkha, kit kit dukh binas jai. How does pain go away? This is from the Siddh Gosht. Par sublime Bani, the 73 paudis of Siddh Gosht. Every one paudi I bow to Guru Nanak. How he has revealed in every paudi the inner mind, the source mind, the seeking mind. And this Siddhs ask Maharaj, Kit kit vid jagupje purkha. How does the world come about? Kit kit dukh binas jai. How does pain go away? Haume vid jagupje purkha. Through the ego mind, the creation happens. Liv chutki lagi trishna. Haume, ego. So the ego is a tool of the hukam, part of the hukam. We live that ego, but we don't go beyond the ego. Living the ego is not the issue, but not being able to go beyond it is our issue. Haume vid jagupje purkha, naam visariye dukh pai. Forgetting naam, you will always meet pain. Always meet pain. In this world, we are seeking happiness, but it doesn't live there. Happiness lives with sorrow there. So in the end of the experience, we will come away always with pain from the physical world. Bahar tund, bahut dukh paave. Seeking happiness outside, always too much pain will come to you. Maharaj says this. And then in the Asadivar, this nature of home, Guru Angad and Guru Nanak both have addressed this. How we live the ego. How much aya, how much gaya, how much jamya, how much mua. Everything is ego. And then he asks this question. How me kitho upje? Guru Angad is asking this. How two gurus become one. Completely one. The one mind. Here the one mind is being revealed. If you see, The thought is all coming from Guru Nanak, and Guru Angad is building on it then. He asked this question, Haume kitthon upje? Where does Haume, ego, come about? Kit sanjam hai jaye, by what method it will go? These are our issues. How I have come, this I is mine, ego, how I have come, and how it will go away. Because beyond the ego, the real experience of life happens. The real life is revealed. Within the ego, there is only transient and temporary existence. Today good, tomorrow bad. Today rich, tomorrow poor. Today we are in sin, tomorrow we are beyond sin. No permanent reality. All reality here is defined with reference to the other. Home kit उपजे, कित संजम में जाए, home एहो हुक्म है. This is a part of the Creator's hukam, order. Home. Without home, there is only Nirankar. Sab Gobind hai. Sab Gobind hai. Gobind bin nahi koi. And that is the perception, reality in its way. But our perception is of the home. Home eho hukam hai. Paiye kirt firai. And the whole creation is moving around in action, doing, seeking, all in home and in his hukam. Home dirag rog hai. He defines home as an intense disease, because we are trapped in home. Good or bad, we are wandering, always wandering. Many lifetimes, many coming and going, always wandering. हमें एओ हुक्म है, पइये किर्त फिराए, हमें दीर्घ रोग है, दारू भी इसमें है. And the solution is also in this home. Then he reveals this, Guru Angad Sahib Maharaj. हमें दीर्घ रोग है, दारू भी इसमें है, कृपा करे जे अपनी. कृपा करे चे अपनी. तक गुरु का शब्द कमाए. नानक कहे सुनो जनो, इत संजम दुख जाए. And here pain will go away. Sorrow will go away. Loss will go away. Separation will go away. There is the revelation of our inner mind, of our source mind. But we need to journey this. This is a journey between us and the Guru in our man. It has less to do with the external world. It has more to do with our inner conflicts of life. Perceptions. In the Greek idea, when they talk about perception, they say perception is reality. What we perceive, that is our reality. If we perceive divisive, material world, no Atma, no spirit, that is our reality. We don't know what is our Atma. We have never met this Atma. Where we are just talking about it. We talk about the soul, but we don't know it. We have never experienced it. For this we have to drop the ego. Gur ka Shabad kamaye. Shabad. How do we meet this Shabad? Right from the beginning, Guru Amardas, Guru Nanak Sahib Maharaj is talking about Shabad everywhere. He's talking about this wealth of the human experience in Shabad Guru, Surtatun Chela. He has defined Guru as Shabad, not as the physical form. All 10 Gurus, Guru Granth Sahib, all put together is Shabad Guru. There is this experience which Guru Arjan Sahib Maharaj is compiling the Guru Granth Sahib, and 4 sadhus come to him. Pilu, Chajju, Kana, Shah Hussain, and one 4 of them come. And they say, please add our Bani to the Guru Granth. Maharaj says, surely, if your Bani is in one mind with the Guru Granth's ideology, absolutely I will add. And all of them fail. All of them narrate their Bani, and Maharaj says, no, this is not acceptable in the house of Nanak. Guru lives a Jagdi Jyot, living energy, not perception, not imagination. Guru lives the living creator, constantly within. So he has an ability to match what is not in line with the creator's presence. So he sends them 4 away, all the 4 away. Birbal comes to Maharaj and threatens him that you add these Banis, otherwise I will come and see. He is on his way to Kabul and he never returns from Kabul. Maharaj tells him, we will see when you come. And he never returns. Maharaj is saying, Netro mereo har tumme jyot tari. There is a living energy within us. Har tumme jyot tari. We don't see it, we don't know it, we don't experience it. We don't know this Anand because we have not met the Guru in our man. We have not experienced Shabad Guru. How do we experience Shabad Guru? Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye, in the dhyan of Shabad. In the dhyan, that's why we are doing these camps of dhyan and Shabad. Because we don't have dhyan. We have only wandering mind. We don't have stable mind. So Maharaj says, Har bin avar na dekho koi. There is no one else other than the Creator everywhere, within us and without us. Bahar bhitar ek ho jaane. Har bin avar na dekho koi, nadri har nihalya. And we see the Creator and His presence everywhere. ए विस संसार तुम देख दे ए हर का रूप है. This is the face of the Creator. You are not seeing, you are not able to perceive, you are not able to experience, but this is what it is. Har roop nadri aaya, and we see the face of the Creator everywhere. Guru sees this, Guru lives it, we don't. This is the tragedy. That is why walking this path of Shabad experience is critical to the revelation of life. Then Maharaj says, Gur Prasadi Bujya, with the Creator's blessing, with the Kirpa, the Karam of the Guru. Gur Prasadi Bujya, ta ja vekha har ek hai, and I will see there is one. There is no two. With the blessing of the Guru, with the kirpa, the nadar of karam of the Guru, I will see that one. Without the nadar of the Guru, I will not see. I will not be able to experience it. This is to do with the Guru. Gur Prasadi Bujya Jam Ekha Har Ik Hai. There is only one Creator everywhere. Har bin avar na koi. There is no one else other than the Creator. Har bin avar na koi. Har bin avar na koi. If I meditate on the Shabad constantly, har bin avar na koi, that's the way to go. The man meets the Shabad, the revelation will happen. Kahe Nanak e netro anse. These eyes are blind. The physical eyes, the physical seeing of life, they are blind to see the presence of the Creator. They cannot see the reality of Ek Omkar. Satgur miliye devdreshtoi. When we meet the Guru, in the man, antarat mein jo mile, milya kahiye soi. When we become one Atma with Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj, with his kirpa, with his blessings, this is possibility. In our physical life, this is an absolute possibility that Maharaj reveals this experience to us. It's a possibility. It is for us to make it a reality. You have to play the dice, roll the dice of life in the game of life, to play this game of love. जो तम प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, सिर तर तली गली मुरिया, इतमारक पैर तरीजे, सिर दीजे कान न कीजे. कह नानक ए नेत्र अन से सतगुर मिलिए दिव्य दृष्टि हुई. Now he is talking about this tool of the man, eyes, but actually it is the narration of the man. When the man is connected, it will see through its, and Guru uses this word, loin surt kare. When the eyes of the man see, not these physical eyes, but the loin surt kare, the surt becomes perception. The surt becomes merged with the Creator. It doesn't need to see, he feels it everywhere. Ji Maharaj, I'm getting late today, so please start 37th body.
साचे सुनने नो पठाए, साचे सुनने नो पठाए, सिर मिलाए सुनो सतवाणी, जित सुनी मतन हरिया, रसना रस समाणी, सच अलग पिराणी, ताकि गद कहीं ना जाए. कहे नानक अमृत नाम सुनो, पवित्र हो साचे सुनने नो. ए श्रवणो मेरेयो, साचे सुनने नो पठाए, साचे सुनने नो पठाए, शरीर लाए सुनो सतवाणी, जित सुनी मतन हरिया, रस समाणी, सच अलग बिडाणी, ताकि गद कहीं न जाए. कहे नानक अमृत नाम सुनो, पवित्र हो साचे सुनने नो पठाए.
Vaheguru, Maharaj says, why have you come? Why have you taken birth? For what have we taken birth? Sache sunne no pathai. You have come to seek the truth. Sunan means experience of truth. What is truth? That which is forever. Aad sach, jugad sach, hai bhi sach, nanak hosi bhi sach. 4 time paradigms. The 3 paradigms we live in this time world, past, present, future. And that paradigm where there is no time is also time. 4th time, Aad Sach, when all creation was not. Jugad Sach, when it came about. This Creator is everywhere, all the time, and when there is no time, when there is no life, no creation, no expression, the Creator is. And this is the experience the Creator wants to give us, to become a part of this Aad Sach. When we merge with the Creator, this experience is, we live this experience of forever. That is why it is called Akal Murat. Timeless, beyond time. Maharaj, the Guru's presence, Guru's experience with us, between the Sikh and Guru, reveals this timeless zone of life, where all life is Bismat, celebration. But our life is conflict, our life is pain, our life is fear, our life is confusion. Our life is completely different from the reality of life. And what creates this illusion, this conflict, is this ability to not merge with the Creator. So Maharaj says, E Sravano Meryo, Sache Sunne no Pathai. You have come to listen to this and experience the reality of life. That which forever is, will be. That which is beyond the body, beyond death, beyond movement of life, beyond the moving thinking mind. साचे सुनने नु पठाए, शरीर लाए, सुनो सत बाणी. How? Maharaj, how? Guru Amardas Maharaj, how? How I will experience? सुनो सच्ची बाणी, सुनो सच बाणी, सत बाणी. सुनो सत बाणी. Listen to Bani and it will go into your man. So 4 Pauris of Sunna come before Manan. Gaviye suniye. Dhyan of the Shabad in Sunna. Where you transcend Shabad. Transcend life. Now people are teaching meditation, Vipassana. They teach through the physical experience. You touch here, touch there, then you try and transcend the mind. Maharaj, any experience of meditation which is dependent on the physical life is making the mind gross. Please be aware. Warn yourself. Walk away. Walk away from these lessons. There is one mudra, Shambhodhi mudra. They put one dot in the, and you see the dot and do dhyan of the dot. You are ruining the experience of the Nirakar. You are moving your mind towards Sakar. Be very aware. You are doing the opposite of what you should be doing. Similarly in Vipassana. Then suppose you have learned dhyan. Suppose for him. But you have learnt it on the physical reality, on form, shape. So where there is no form and shape, where there is no defined energy, there you are lost. You have nothing. I remember there is one story of Ramakrishna Paramhans, Guru of Vivekananda. He used to do puja of Kali. And he would say that I sit in meditation and Kali is in front of me. He met this guru called Totapuri. It is part of his life story. So it's nothing which I am making up. He himself has written this. There is a big biography of Ramakrishna Paramhans. Totapuri tells him that this Kali you are doing meditation of, it's not a reality. This is form and shape. You have imagined it, you have affirmed it, and you have made it a reality. And it is your barrier to the experience of the Creator. It is your barrier. It is not, you are not able to experience reality because you are only looking at form and shape. So there is no such photo of Guru we need. The Guru's experience is beyond form and shape. And Totapuri tells him, then how I manage? He says, all my life I have meditated on Kali. All my life I have done this only. He says, yes, you sit in meditation. I'll cut you on your forehead with a knife. And the moment I cut you, you take your inner sword and cut this Kali into pieces. Cut the form. Go beyond form. What is this beyond form, Maharaj? Shabad. Shabad is the dhyan. That is why Guru Gobind Singh Sahib, Guru Nanak Sahib Hajoor, Guru Granth Sahib again and again says, there is no other way than Shabad Guru. Because this is the formless Guru. And Nirakar is formless. No name, form, shape. So we are fooling ourselves with these photographs and idols and these forms and shapes. The Creator has no form and shape. Nirakar. Satkartar. Maharaj says, Sache sunne no pathaye, sharir laye, sunhe satbani. This is why you got the body, to listen to this Bani, the truth, revelation of truth happening within you. Sat suni, Jit suni, mantan harya. Mantan harya. You are full of revelation, vibrancy, full of Anand. Mantan harya. Hoye rasna ras samani. And you you will find the ras, the stimulation of Anand, the happiness of love, ras samani, and you will find rest, samajana, in that. Shabad Guru, the khajana, in one of the experiences of Bhai Nandlal asked this question, Daulat Javed Bashat Bandagi. Javed means forever. What is that wealth which is forever? Kun bandagi, kun bandagi, kun bandagi. And Guru Maharaj says, this Bani, the Shabad Guru, that is the real wealth of life. See what he says in the end of the 38th body. Jat pahara tirat sunyar, eran mat ved hathyar, paho kalagan taptao, panda pao, amrit tittal, kadiye shabad sachi taksal. Taksal means where the coin is minted. The real wealth of a Sikh, of entire creation, of all human life, is Shabad. Kadiye Shabad Sachi Taksal. Jinko nadar karam tinkar. Maharaj says, such alak vidani, that which cannot be written about, that which is formless. Rang roop ko keh na sakat ke. Achal Murat Anubhav Prakash. Maharaj says such alak vidani, and the wondrous creator, the wondrous energy of Anand, Taki gat kahi na jaye, cannot be narrated, Maharaj says. Cannot be defined, cannot be written about. Kahe nanak amrit naam sun, amrit sun. Amrit means happiness without death. Timeless happiness, beyond time, Amrit. Love, happiness beyond the physical life, beyond time. Maharaj says, Kahe Nanak Amrit Naam Suno, Pavitra Hovo, and be pure. Kya paviye sat sucha hoye. Pavitra hovo, sache sunne nu pathai. This is why you have come to this physical form, to experience the ultimate creator, sunne nu pathai, sache, to experience the Sach, the truth, Aad Sach, Jugad Sach, hai bhi Sach, Nanak ho si bhi Sach. The discourse on 36th and 37th body. We conclude now. If you have any questions, please raise your hand, and then we can visit them. And then after that, we will conclude with Anand Sahib. Anand is the culmination of life. Karishma ji.
Hi, my question is actually related to karma. So I'm wondering if, say, because of your karma, you're supposed to go through certain hardships, but you're also on the spiritual path, and you do dhyan and all of that, right? So if one does dhyan and say attains enlightenment and becomes joyful, but because of their karma, they were going to go through hardships. I mean, won't it be they're bypassing their karma? I mean, my question is more so, shall one accept hardships or seek dhyan to sort of bypass it? Not bypass, but sort of beyond it?
Very, very good question. Must appreciate what you're looking at life a little deeper. That's nice. There are two paradigms of the human mind. One is the moving mind, the ego mind. The karam action is the doer. I am, so there is karam. I am the doer, so I am responsible for the doing. Now, there is another paradigm which we miss out on, which is more relevant. Punni papi akhana hai. Good and bad are just not mere words. कर कर करना लिख ले जाओ. As you do, so you shall reap. कर कर करना लिख ले जाओ. It is written in your मन. Whatever we have done, thought or non-thought or physical or non-physical, everything is written. आपे बीज आपे ही खाओ. Everything is like a seed we sow. I did a good action, I did a bad action. It's like a seed. So when we sow a seed, and I am going to be having to live that experience of that seed, so I am bound by that seed. I am bound. My attention to you, Karishma ji, is that I am bound. That we are bound, we are trapped in this karam world. कर कर करना लिख ले जाओ, आपे बीज आपे ही खाओ, नानक हुक्मी आवो जाओ. And there is another problem in this karam. We have to wander in our action and reaction. All this wandering which we see of the whole creation, it's because of I am the doer, because of ego. So this is one paradigm. Listen to what I have to say here. Lekha katuhu na chutiye. This record of written will never get sorted. We'll never get free of it. Lekha katuhu na chutiye. Hum khin khin pulanhar. Every minute we are erroneous. Some right, some wrong. We don't even know what right, wrong we are doing. Hum khin khin pulanhar. Bakshanhara, bakshade. It is through the karam of the Guru, of the Creator. And Guru has three paradigms. One is the God, the energy ever present. That is one Guru. The second is the defined Guru. You may have a physical Guru who is actually Guru, but there is a perception. We don't know how to see and find the Guru. But Guru Granth is our other paradigm, physical Guru. And then the third physical form of the human, there is the Khalsa. Because Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj has defined and said that I live in the Khalsa. So Guru is the third paradigm. Now what I am trying to say is that this Karam world is a trap which has no solutions. It's like a jail. Even if you do good, you have to live it. Even if you do bad, you have to live it. And this goes on and on for lifetimes. For many lifetimes. In one of the Banis of Omkar, I think the 41st Pauri, Guru Nanak Sahib talks about reincarnation in some ways. He says that Kar tar fir thaki bahtere. So many houses, dar, firta, wandering, thak gaya, tired, you are tired. Jata sankant nahi mere. Timeless is the number of forms I have changed. And don't misunderstand, but the human form is not the only form. There are so many paranormal lives which people are wandering in. There are ghosts and Pishach, Kinnar, there are so many which people do not get the physical life. They have to keep wandering in this paranormal life. And you see them. You can experience them. So what I am trying to now say is there are two paradigms. The second paradigm is a super paradigm. It supersedes the Karam paradigm. Maharaj Bhagat Tarlochan in one of his Shabads has very well explained this. He has had an interaction with his wife. She is always cursing God because they have miserable life. They don't have much wealth. They don't have children. So she keeps cursing. And in this Shabad he says, Kahe nindas? Why are you always cursing God? And he gives here examples of the gods in Hindu mythology and how they also lived through their Karam life. So, and in the end he says, Tache japiye nama. That is why I do Naam Jap. The only way out of this is the jap, naam jap. So japo, jap man satnam sada satnam. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj at Anandpur Sahib, he used to hold court. And there one Muslim peer came one day and he raised this question. He said, Maharaj, as we have to live through our karam, then what is the need for Guru? Why I should come to you? I have to live my action. I will live them. How does this change anything for me by coming to you or not coming to you? Guru Maharaj explained in a cryptic way. He said, get me a stamp. And they got a stamp. Now, in a stamp, when you see a stamp, it is inverted. If you see it, it will be inverted. If you put it, it will be reversed. It will give the actual form. So Maharaj shows him, says, this is your karam. It's inverted. But with the Guru's presence, it becomes reversed. This is the other way. How Gur Prasad supersedes karam. Guru intervenes in our karam. Lekha katuhu na chutiye, hum khin khin poolan har, bakshan hara, baksh de, nanak par utar. And there he says, Jithe lekha mangiye, where there will be coming to ask for my record, where my karam's record will be demanded from me. Jithe lekha mangiye, tithe khade disan. There I will, let me find my Guru there. So, Karishma ji, the way out from this is Naam. Naam Jap. The Karam will have its own paradigm, it will move in its own traverse, its own direction, but our way out is through Naam. Jap man Satnam, Sada Satnam, Halat Palat Makukal hoiye. And in that line, last line, he says, Jan Nanak, he says that in the Shabad, in the Jap, you go beyond the changing world, beyond the physical world. The line will come to me, I'll tell you. So what I'm trying to say is there are two paradigms. Now when you go to the Japji and you see the Shlok, there is what Guru Nanak is talking about, the same thing. Punni Pap. Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tart Mat Div Srat Doi Dai Daya Khele Sakal Jagat. Changiaiyan Buriyaiyan. This is good bad. Changiaiyan Buriyaiyan. Vache Taram Hadur. Rules are governing our Karam world. Changiaiyan Buriyaiyan Vache Taram Hadur. Karmi Apo Apni. Everybody has his own Karam. Ke Nede Ke Dur. Sooner or later we have to live through our Karam. This is the Karam paradigm. But then he says, Jinni Naam Te Aaya. The really relevant people who come to visit this earth are those who are in Naam. Jinni Naam Te Aaya. Gaye Mushakkat Kahal. They are the ones who really have the wealth. Nanak Te Mukujle Keti Chutti Naal. They are free and many get freed with them. I hope you have understood. If you have not, I'll explain further. Please tell me.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Karishma ji. Good question. I appreciate. Gagan, Hanji. Vaheguru ji Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.
Actually, I had another question. Just had a follow-up. So my thought is, we going through the life, we get to a lot of challenges. Nothing which कहते हैं कि अरदास करो किसान सॉल्व होती है एंड वो सॉल्व भी होती है would that consider कि हो जाएगा कर्म आया तो चला गया या it's
we cannot know our baggage. We cannot know what the baggage intensity is. But we can know that if we are finding joy in Naam Jap, then there is something happening which is relevant. It is more relevant to focus on Naam than to keep focusing on Karam. Karam is superseded by Naam. Whatever the Karam is, it is. But Guru intervenes in that. how Guru will intervene? Through the jap. So focus on Naam. That is always a winner. Rather than ask these questions about karma which don't have a solution, which don't have an absolute answer. Nobody knows what his tomorrow will bring, and it is not relevant. Completely different paradigm of life is Naam. It takes you to another level of creation where you have become free of the pain and sorrow. Sukh dukh ko tum sam kar jano. Where sukh and dukh become irrelevant. That is the power of Naam. That is what Maharaj is again and again telling us. That is what Guru is telling us again and again. So focus on Naam. जी सगल सृष्ट को राजा दुखिया कर्म द एब्सोल्यूट कर्म Raja, the king of the physical world. He is supposedly got the right karam. He is the king, but he is in pain. He is in sorrow. Har ka naam japat hoye sukhiya. You are better off, much better off in the umbrella of Naam, because you have been disconnected from Sukh and Dukh. जी महाराज महाराज हाँ जी any more questions? वाहिगुरु जी. Then Ranjit Kaurji will do Anand Sahib and conclude today's session. I'm sorry I took much more time. Sukh dukh sam kar janiye, shabad bhed sukh hoye. So this is the difference. Sukh dukh sam kar jani. Consider sukh and dukh the same because of the presence of what? Shabad. Shabad bhed sukh hoye. Because you have found Anand with Shabad. You are disconnected from Sukh and Dukh. Hanji Maharaj, sorry.
Should I start?
Hanji, Hanji. Hanji, please.
Anand Sahib, सब कृपा पाया शरण से भी मन मुझे आवा राग रतन परवार
शब्द गावणाइया शब्दो तगावो हरि केरा मन जिनी वसाया नानक आनंद होवा सतगुरु मैं पाया हे मन मेरिया तू सदा रहो हर नाले हर नाल रहो तू मन मेरे दुख सब विसारना अंगीकारो करे तेरा सच सवारना सबना गला समरथ स्वामी सो क्यों मनो सारे कहे नानक मन मेरे सदा हर नाले साचे साहिबा क्या नहीं करते रहे करता तेरा सब कुछ है जिंदगी सो पावे सदा सलाह तेरी नाम मन वसावे नाम जिनके मन वसया अजय शब्द कनेरे कहे नानक सच्चे साहिब क्या नहीं करते रह सच्चा नाम मेरा आधारो सच नाम आधार मेरा जिन भुखा सब गवाइया कर शांत सुख मनाए वसया इच्छा सब पुजाइया सदा कुर्बान कीता गुर विटो जिस दियां वडियाइयां नानक सुनो संतो शब्द रो प्यारो साचा नाम मेरा आधारो कि पंचबद्ध कर सवागे शब्द वाजे कला जित कर धारिया पंचदूत तुद बस कीते काल कंटक मारिया गुर कर्म पाया तो जिनको ते नाम हर के लागे, कहे नानक तै सुख होआ तित कर अनहद वाजे। आनंद सुनो वड पागियो सगल मनोरथ पूरे, पार ब्रह्म प्रभु पाया उतरे सगल वसूरे। दुख रोग संताप उतरे सुनी सच्ची बाणी, राजन पै सर से पूरे गुरते जानी। सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित सतगुर रहा पर पूरे, बिनवंत नानक गुरु चरण लागे वाजे अनहद तूरे। सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित सतगुर रहा पर पूरे, बिनवंत नानक चरण लागे वाजे अनहद तूरे। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। Thank you everyone. There are one or two other explanations about this karam. There's one story with Shamim and Guru Nanak. Maybe next time we will discuss that. Thank you everyone. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.